right, guys, welcome to this session of Life in Haiti. How's it going?
Wonderful, wonderful.
So, guys, today I have Boss Mike with me, and this is gonna be a little different, right? We're doing a reaction video. The agenda being made to kill off all black people. So, before we go into detail, guys, we're gonna share this video with you guys, and then afterwards we're gonna do the reaction. I have seen this video, Boss Mike have not. So I got him here and we're watching it, and we're gonna do a reaction together on this video. If you are new here, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, and please hit the subscribe button. So come on, guys, let's get in.
Not just one vector killing black people, it's 5 or 6 different vectors. It's in the food, it's in the vaccines, it's in the medicine, it's in the psychiatric drugs. Oh, and let's get to the food, because this is the final chapter of this that will absolutely shock you. Now, you're hopefully aware of genetic engineering of the food supply, right? They're called GMOs, or genetically modified organisms. This is an advanced science technique to alter the DNA of food crops in order to build in certain traits and physical properties or even chemical properties that the scientists want to put into the food. Now, I'm going to explain to you how your food is now being weaponized as an extermination vector to eliminate black lives. All right? Now, I'm a food scientist. I'm the author of Food Forensics. It achieved the #1 best-selling science book on Amazon.com. I'm the co-author of science papers that have been published in mainstream science journals. I'm not just a casual layperson when it comes to food science. I run a mass spec laboratory that's ISO accredited, validated, audited, inspected, passed many, many tests. Our data can be used in a court of law anywhere around the world. We do food analysis. We can search for complex molecules such as pesticides, or elements such as mercury or cadmium. So I run the lab. I am the lab science director. I know a thing or two about food science. Now, what they have invented, when I say they, I'm talking about the genetic engineers. Not only have they found a way to put these genetically engineered traits into food crops, they've now found a way to cause food crops to grow RNA fragments that can be specifically targeted, like bioweapons, to interfere with the physiological processes of targeted species that might eat the food. Now, this technology is called RNA interference technology. It's relatively new compared to GMOs, relatively new. It's being touted now as a technology to eliminate the use of pesticides, because what they're saying is they can cause a corn crop to grow RNA fragments that will kill the insects that eat the corn without having to use pesticides like toxic chemicals that overload the insect nervous system and kill it from a nervous system breakdown and so on. This RNA interference technology is a pesticide technology, but it doesn't rely on pesticide chemicals. It relies on RNA fragments in the food. Now, what's disturbing about this is that this technology can be fine-tuned to target a specific race of humans who eat the food. I want you to follow me very carefully on this, because most people have never heard of this before. They've never heard of this technology. They don't know it can be targeted by race. Food crops can be engineered right now based on existing technology to cause infertility in black people alone. That technology is a reality. It's widely covered out there in the mainstream media, in the science media. RNA interference technology is widely covered. And they openly talk about how it can be used to target specific physiological processes of certain insect species. They can interfere with DNA repair or protein synthesis in insects. They can interfere with fertility or reproduction. They can interfere with mobility, a nervous system interaction with the musculoskeletal system, or depending on what animal we're talking about, other systems, endoskeleton systems. I ask you, does that technology exist? The answer is yes. It absolutely exists right now. Are they using that technology? I ask you, do a little bit of research. Look at the plummeting sperm production in black men. Sperm production is plummeting in black men. Sperm production is precisely the kind of physiological process that can be targeted by RNA interference technology. Now, is that proof that the food crops are being engineered to cause sperm production to plummet in black men? No, it's not proof. But when you connect the dots of all the other things that are being done covertly, this becomes something very likely in the realm of possibility. It would take a lot of advanced testing to find this out. And guess who controls the funding? Guess who controls nearly all the science funding in America today? The federal government. The same government that allows the CDC to cover up the truth about vaccines and black children. The same government that funds Planned Parenthood abortions of black babies. The same government that covers up the EPA-induced contamination of waterways affecting Native Americans and other populations, including the Flint, Michigan, predominantly black population. This government, same government that runs the FBI, that wanted Martin Luther King Jr. to commit suicide. It's the same government. The government is at war with you. If you're black and you're watching this, the government is at war with you, and they want you exterminated, and they control the science funding, which means there will never be money for any genetic science of the food supply to uncover this truth. If it were there, it would be covered up like everything else has been covered up this entire time. Just like the Tuskegee experiments covered things up in the 1930s. Nothing has changed, except the technology is more advanced. The covert technology is more covert. The number of vectors through which they can kill you and cause you to have no children, cause you to have spontaneous abortions, the number of vectors is increasing. You are being targeted. And like I said earlier, to some extent we're all being targeted. But black people are being targeted more than anyone else. So what do we do with all this information? What do we do? Do you take to the streets and bash heads? No. It doesn't get you anywhere. The problem is the consolidation of power in the institutions of science and medicine. The problem is that science has been taken over by globalist agendas and depopulation agendas and government funding. The problem is that we don't have a decentralization of science. The problem is, if you will allow me to even invoke this terminology, the problem is that we are all slaves to science tyranny as it is being operated today. We're all slaves. We're living under a science dictatorship that refuses to tell us the truth and yet targets our brothers and sisters, our children, our grandchildren with extermination agendas through medicine, through food, like everything we've talked about. That's the problem. We need independent science. We need decentralization. We need more labs like my lab that I operate independently. We don't take any government money. That's why I can tell you this truth. You think if I were on the payroll of some big corporation that used government money, do you think I could stand here and tell you this truth? No way. Not a chance. It would yank your funding so fast, cover it up, sweep it under the rug. I can only stand here today because I have no financial ties to the system that's murdering all of you. Nor will I ever have financial ties to that system. I refuse to take money from satanic forces. I refuse to take money from murderous regimes. And that's what the United States government is today. It is a murderous regime, and it has been that way under President Obama, President Bush. It's beyond any single president. It has nothing to do with Trump. It's the bureaucracy, the momentum of genocide that is endemic in the culture of the CDC, in the culture of the FDA, in the culture of the EPA, that is beyond the reach of any one candidate or any one politician. And it has persisted for generations, and it continues to persist. And it will continue to target you and murder you and cause you disease and cause you brain damage and cause your children autism until the day comes that we the people decide to stand up and take back our liberty from this murderous regime that commits murder and genocide in the name of science and medicine. And that is what we must do. I don't think it's a goal that can be achieved through violence, and I don't call for violence because that is being inflicted against us in far too many ways. It must start with awareness. And so the only thing I ask of you watching this, listening to this, even if you don't believe every chapter of the talk here, maybe you find some of them hard to believe so far. The only thing I ask of you is share this information. Share this video. Share this talk. Have a public viewing in a church. Maybe you've got a black church somewhere. Invite your congregation to watch this if you dare. If you want to know the truth about this from a scientist, an independent scientist who sees what's happening and refuses to be silent and refuses to be exploited by the evil that exists in our world, the murderous evil in the name of science, stealing life away from black families and black mothers and pursuing a goal of global extermination through medicine and science. We cannot stand for it. We must change our future together. And we're not going to do that, by the way, by fighting with each other over skin color or race. Do not let the system divide us, because the system is actually murdering us, but they're trying to keep us distracted. In the meantime, they want black and white to fight against each other in the streets, don't they? You better believe they do. They want you to not trust each other because they are the murderers. They, the system, they're murdering us all to one extent or another, but they want us to be too busy bashing each other over the head with baseball bats to pay attention to the real murder that's taking place on the bigger scale, the global scale of murder and genocide. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. Do not fall into the depths of racial hate for anyone. Don't hate someone because of their skin color or their background, religion, sexual orientation, anything. Understand that it's we, the people, versus the system of murder and genocide, the scientific dictatorship that has in one way or another targeted us all. So we, the people, must stand together, unified, regardless of our race, unified with the knowledge and awareness that we have a right to live, and we have a right to have families, and we have the right to know the truth.
Wow, Boss Mike.
First question that I have. What did we ever get a chance to do to be hated so much that we deserve death? We know we're gonna die, but why you want us to die quicker?
Wow, this is a reaction. This is a great question, right? This is just solely my opinion. I believe that from the beginning of time, blacks, we have been the strongest physically.
We are.
And our strength could easily intimidate others if they don't take the time out to get to know us. Especially, let's just say, black men, as we see in this video, that is targeted directly where you are prevented from reproducing within the food that we eat. A lot of the times I ask myself, what have black people done that we are paying for? Watching this video, I translated to the stuff which is happening in Haiti. The system wanting us to be against each other.
We live in it in Haiti right now. We've been living it, but right now it's right in front of our faces, okay? We're living it to the point of what we just seen, I just saw in this video. I'm living it at the moment. So the one thing that the scientists just said, the only way that we can fight this, being aware. Knowing. It's not bashing each other, hating on each other, is being aware of how we can go about preventing to a limit, because that will not stop from what I understand. There's something from the beginning of time. From what I just understood right here in this video, that will go to any limit to destroy us.
Wow. I remember coming into Haiti, and a lot of Haitian people complained about how we had a lot of our own authentic products, how we grew our own food. I remember as a little kid how Haiti was so full with lemons, orange, sweet oranges.
Even without cutting you off, from the last video that we took, look how we walk in a garden. Not even to that, we walking into what I can say by walking underneath these trees, humongous trees. Y'all seen it on the last video that I was able to pick up a mango and eat it. I have no scared about that because I see where we grew it.
But not only that, I was gonna take you where a lot of people complained and said how some stuff stopped growing because it was destroyed by things which either was put on the land directly or sprayed by air, destroying what we eat naturally, the natural food which we had, and now how the food has been contaminated. And everything that a lot of people just make assumption to,
but they never really
have
live it.
Facts behind it.
Yeah.
This guy really told us a lot of facts.
And he sent us to do research. Don't take his word. Okay? Go ahead and make your own research. Right now, to the same thing they feeding us with the technology, we are able to go and find the truth. Okay? So we need to be aware of how to stop this thing to a certain limit, because my son who's growing up right now, this video just got me scared. Now I'm gonna have to change my whole ways of eating, drinking, and God bless. The only thing I can say, thank to the Most High, because I have never been sick to the point where I have to be using medication. We are strong, and I can take it from me at 52 years old. We as black men, we are strong. I can say that. Okay? We different. I think that's what they're scared of. But if you take the time to know us, it'll be better.
And this is scientifically we're speaking on, right?
Yes.
Imagine the other, scientifically is being made, which is, as they say, under the rug. But the reality, guys, let's just say in Haiti, being a black nation, this system which has been set, people are looking at racism. And I do think at some point we really need to stop looking directly at race.
That's a fact. That's
in order to be unified and move forward towards a solution.
Achieving the goals that.
But with all that being said, Boss Mike, do you think that is exactly what's happening in Haiti, guys? That it is a system, because let's just make it raw and a real reaction
to what we have been through.
To what we've been through.
Okay.
Haiti doesn't manufacture anything.
Nothing at all. Everything we have was sent over to us.
All right.
They put us in a point where we are in need. We are waiting for what they sending us, which is no good from I can talk from this video.
Let's just say what's destroy us. They have put things into Haiti, into the hands of people
that is not able to afford them. So they have been given to them.
And these people have been trained to do what? To kill off each other. Which is playing into the agenda of what we just saw.
Exactly.
that if they cannot scientifically do it, then what they're gonna do?
Physically, they will find a way. And if we're looking at it, how many people, even though we are predominant black nation, Haiti, we are all black, but how many different race that you see been murdered, been killed? I have to say it like that because I know y'all seen all the videos of how things happening. Tell me one incident that you see it's a different race, but young blacks. Young blacks. And what they are unable, you can see it with, even though if you was blind, you will be able to see these people, these kids cannot afford what they are using.
And we are killing off
each other.
You know, I think we should have spoke somewhat Creole too, but at the end of the day, Boss Mike, one thing that Haitian people have to keep in mind is that we are our own worst enemy.
Yes, we are.
That the agenda is already set in place, and whether you believe it or not, it's not for you to believe. We're not trying to incite no race riot, okay? What we're saying is the evil forces which are against what we're seeing, not only Haitians,
no.
It is directly targeted towards black nations. And we are a black nation.
We see it. Everybody can see it. So
we
it's
are
not
a black nation, guys. We cannot deny those facts because we live in Haiti. We want to know a lot of the times, what have we done in Haiti that the violence is as extreme? Why are we trained? Why are so many people trained to really even enjoy the violence?
Sister, one thing that I can say, you know, throughout the days, every day that I wake up, I find it difficult to step out in the street. But knowing that I have a son, no matter which way, I have to hit the street. Looking for what? I don't know, but I have to go around and search. Because I have a kid that I'm raising. What is future gonna be like tomorrow? Listening to all this. Young kids nowadays, young generation, we do not have a generation coming from what I'm seeing right now. From what's going on. My kid, I can't even, it's just certain things I just cannot, they run through my mind, but I just don't know. But thanks to the health inspector, that basically right now I need to be aware. I have to be more focused on what I eat, what I drink, how I go about things.
Especially being a black person.
Especially being a black man.
You know, we have all sorts of illness, chronic illness that is prevalent within the black community. Those are facts. It's not things that I'm just saying. It's proven. Sickle cell, high blood pressure, diabetes, and other things, that heart problems, right?
Yeah.
Watching this makes me believe like what all have been put in place to directly target our people, that it lands directly at our house. So black people, guys, our people, almost everybody, because not everybody is within this evil force.
No.
Just because they're white or black, we're not saying that. So I hope it's not taking it that way. But for us that, let's say, is not a part of the force, which is the agenda is being made to kill off all black people, be mindful of the things that you eat. Make it a thing to educate the young black men and women in our community. Obviously, this is not just for Haiti. This is for any black
It's around the world.
nation. It is
around
all over the world, because some of us seem to differentiate, oh, you're a Haitian, you're an African, so that makes you less. No, when we speak on blacks, we are all black. You know, when somebody see me, they're not going to wait to differentiate. Down the line, they could say, well, she's Haitian,
She's a Haitian.
and not African American, but black remain black.
Black, that's it.
Be mindful of the things that you eat. Be mindful of the things that which you do. Because keep in mind, guys, there are things which is happening that is governed by a higher force.
That we can't say or do anything about. The only thing that we can do is being aware.
Being aware. And especially living in Haiti, it brought, this video opened my eyes even more. So now it's pretty much you feel sorry for your peers because they haven't had the revelation. They have not had the epiphany to open their eyes and to understand the system and the forces which are against us. People, we must understand that, especially Haitians living in Haiti right now, this system is designed for us to destroy each other.
We are one of the highest target at the moment right now in Haiti, okay? And the thing about Haiti, like the health inspector said, this information need to be shared. It need to be shared to your friends. It doesn't even have to be your friend. Anybody that you know that you can get in contact with, that needs to be definitely be shared. Because last place that we went in Tigouave, I see there is still health, okay? We can eat healthy, depends on where we at, and depends on what we do. We need to get back in cultivating the land, okay? Because what comes through the land right now, we seen it, we lived it, and I tasted it. And even tastes even better than what the authentic things they sending us, okay? And y'all seen the video. We went to acres and acres worth of land that is only being farming.
Haitian people have a big thing where we support outside people more than we support our own.
Exactly.
On nous dit ça en créole. Haïtien nous gon bagay la kay nous supporter moun dehors plus que nous supporter pas nous. Et puis nous a gardé, nous a demandé pour qui ça que business pas on l'autre pas avancer, c'est parce que nous pas supporter pas nous. Manger pas ou pas jambe goût dans bouche parce que ou pense manger Saint-Domingue puis bon. Côté que système nan yo metté le comme ça pour qu'à arriver sous manger mais en pile fois m'pas connait sou te comprendre toute vidéo ça mais li montre nous là que gen pile bagay qui mettait dans manger li nan manger exactement pour li détruire peuple noir. On nous supporter à faire pas nous. On nous travaille jardin pas nous. On nous fait manger pas nous. Haïti son pays qui même diri pas nous fait et nous fait puis bon diri ça qui vraiment inquiète tout. C'est dire pas nous, yo voye la Chine, yo voye le ceci, yo côté, yo ba nous bagay. Manger l'autre côté et puis nous même yo ban nous l'autre bagay. On nous fait précaution peuple haïtien. Et il y a des séries de bagages qui a passé, c'est pour nous comprendre système nan tout. Système nan li là en place pour nous même nous détruire une avec l'autre. C'est un coup yo dit, là ou vle pour un chien méchant qui s'en fait avec elle. Ou bal manger sang. Ou bal manger cri.
Ou bal manger piqué.
Bagay comme ça c'est tant que c'est ça yo a fait avec nous tout. Yo a détruit nous dans ce sens. C'est un coup depuis les nous petits, nous a manger sans. So nous vinn habitués avec et ça que nous fait, nous a manger une avec l'autre.
Et qui vient faire nous vinn accepter et nous sentir plus bon que
le système yo mette en place là, il vinn bon pour yo parce que pour nous depuis yo vinn faire nous habitués avec. Il pas rien encore pour yo.
C'est très facile qu'on a pour yo même yo fait ça yo gen pour yo faire.
Yo gen ça y a faire et y a pas accompli parce que chaque jour nous a regardé dans la Haïti combien de monde qui a mouru. On voit même les que li en bon, même les pas en bon parce que c'est nous tous qui pour faire décision.
Pour d'abord c'est ça yo besoin, pas besoin connaître si bon ou pas bon, c'est détruire. c'est détruit. Même son céleri, premier question me posé, m'a retourné encore. Qui ça nous fait qui si tellement mal que Ekounia nous parle n'a payé deux peines à la fois. Nous connaissons vraiment, nous t'es créé pour nous mourir, n'a mourir gon lait, n'a mourir. Mais pour qui ça on l'autre voulait retirer nous avant l'air? Qui ça nous fait yo? Qui ça nous fait yo? Moi je crois que nous tous méritons une chance dans la vie. Chance par là, prendre utiliser les gens capables. Others have chances, use your chances the best way that you can. Don't worry about the next person. If you can help, help. If you can't help, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Right now, that's one thing that I just said, and I will say it again. I will definitely be aware of what I eat. And imagine how easy to cook a little spaghetti or even a little rice. We got our own herb. You go to the garage and you pick up a little celery.
Now, one of the things we have to be mindful of is even the herbs you eating. Because what the scientist is telling us is that from the making of it, it has things in it which alters.
I don't think they reached to my backyard yet, so they haven't get a chance to check anything my backyard. No, for real. Because if my backyard, I don't think they got a chance to get there. So I'm going to start accumulating all the things. It's not really funny, but, you know, that's what I'm going to do.
This have not got to our backyard, and I'm hoping it ain't got to yours either, guys.
No.
Because this is really, this a lot,
because
right?
you can get herbal tea that's right in the backyard, and if you simmer, and you know, I start gardening too. I don't know why. That's way before I seen the video. I need to definitely send you the picture of that.
So gardening is one of the next best things.
Yes, yes.
That's something we'll discuss that too.
Yeah, before I even watched the video, I started a garden since last week.
Wow, what do you have planted?
I have right now. I have broccoli.
Wow.
And I have.
I sure need some.
Yes, I have broccoli, and I'm going to be planting corn, carrots, and what else? Celery, which has already been growing. So right now, I'm going to really get it. It's in my backyard. I'm really going to get more into it right now because definitely have to be aware of what you eat.
Definitely. Guys.
Definitely.
We ask this question all the time. What have black people done? Not just for me, the best answer to that question for what's happening in Haiti, like for me, what have black people done? I want to put in that I feel it is the fact that we had the audacity to gain independence.
That's what.
And with the independence that we gained until today, they feel as if
they feel threatened.
It is still a problem.
Yes. In a way they do feel threatened.
Now they have to cater to, you know, and certain nations that really was lazy nations, and they used us for our strength, which is our physical abilities. Now they can no longer legally use us.
And one thing, you know, sister, I've been thinking about it. I see it's not the fact that everywhere Haitian goes is always negativity, but I feel though there's a lot of places Haitians work harder than most nations. We have some hard workers in Haiti, and they are able to survive with 1 meal a day, and to be working as hard as they working. And to all the places that we have been, we seen even little old ladies. Like one of our favorite old lady that every time we looking for her, we can't find her. She always somewhere with a sack on her head, walking miles and miles and miles for her age. So I really think we need to utilize that strength that we have and put it to use for us. We need to do that.
We need to love each other
We
a lot
need
more
to
in Haiti.
do a whole lot.
We
We need to care for each other.
Build a relationship where we have a level of trust in this nation. Because after it is all said and done, we're going to have to understand that the system is designed to make us fight against each other. And the only way for us to overcome that is to have a relationship with each other, meaning the relationship has to continue.
Yes.
We have to have, if you can't have each other's best interests at heart, put the nation best interests at heart.
That's it.
Put the country best interests at heart. If throwing trash on the side of the road is something that would dirty up our country, don't do it. Just
Find a way,
simple
burn it
things,
up.
guys, especially black nations. When we look at black nations, there is a root to where we all have pretty much the same complaints.
Yes.
And Boss Mike, I thought about this had to be from the beginning, because I want to say from the beginning we have always had to, let's say, to please or to be accepted, especially being slaves. In the process, trying to survive under the conditions, we were always fighting against each other as far as who's better, who's this, who's that. Or if we noticed that someone else was getting better, then it became a problem. Okay? We felt it was threatened, and or it even goes to where some had a vision of being free, and they were even working towards freedom. Where you had some that had really given up.
Yes, you do have a whole lot that have been given up.
And they felt like we would never be free. So they had succumbed to being slaves. So as a group was making moves to head towards freedom, you had another group
that's
that
willing
was
to stay back.
like down south, and that became a problem and created friction also amongst us. And now, as we let's say go apart, go our own ways, you don't know what family you came out of.
No, you don't.
You know, I don't know if my family was the ones that was okay with being slave. I don't know if your family, but it's just chaos.
I think
right?
we can figure it out, because everything's come out with genetic roots and everything. The way that you are, you have to find it somewhere, and it came from your parents. So most likely it's not even most likely, the type of person that I see that you are, always a go-getter, you would not have been one of the ones that's willing to stay back.
Hell no.
Okay then. So that's where it came from. Those of us who's willing to fight, to move on, we are not a part of that.
You think, I'm speaking in general, but you think I would have been down with being beat?
No. Okay, so we are not part of
a lot of things, guys, but I am not letting nobody abuse me. You hear me?
No. So we need to definitely
under no
start.
circumstance.
We need to start.
What's her name? That one sitting on the back of the bus?
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
Yes. Definitely.
We have to be in the back of the bus.
I think that's one of the things that makes us a little bit even more stronger, because we have been through so much. Even in Haiti, the types of disease, there's a lot of diseases that was brought to us that basically I can say we are immune to in a certain way. Because from the way I see a lot of Haitians, we are living one amongst each other. So these diseases should have destroyed us in like 5 seconds. Okay? But now, due to the fact they see that our system is able to fight these things, they don't like that one, and they're gonna think other ways. But God is stronger, and we are strong too. God is stronger. So God knows how He built us.
With the pandemic, when we look at it, Haiti had one of the lowest number of people that was contracted, right? But imagine if brokenness that was affected by this. So I am not saying that we are no better. What I'm saying is God spared us because our whole nation, guys, I don't think we would have been here.
No.
I probably would have contracted it and gave it to one of you guys. It would have just been a mess because the lack of education, people not taking it serious, and just either get on the bus and start
and look at the market. When you go to the market, go to the market out in the street, how everybody in the buses and the pickup truck, everybody's squeezing with it. So
it's like things that they designed to kill us is not doing it fast enough.
Okay, yeah, let's just say it's not doing fast enough.
So this is an example, if you can understand, as to why Haiti is the way that it is on the ground.
Yeah, it's on the ground. But from what I heard, there's a they have something in mind. I don't know what it is.
We don't know. We ain't gonna even go there. But it's something.
That's something.
Right?
Because I have never been to
raining,
and it's raining. Yes. We almost forgot about it.
Yes, so I just want to say thank you all so very much. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Leave us a comment, guys. Let us know what you guys think of this video. Please share it with others, guys. There's no right or wrong. Is the key. Awareness is the key, guys. Keep yourself safe. And till next time, guys. We'll see you next time.